Hey guys, all I really have to say is, oh my God, enjoy the video. So, can I ask you a technical question? You can tell me if you don't
If I
mind.
know.
You're Officer Seja. My name's
Yeah.
Phil, by the way.
What's going on?
Nice
So
to meet
what are
you.
you filming for?
I do public information stories on publicly funded buildings so people across the country could see them and, just informational stuff, and show that we have a right to film in public, I'm not here to cause any ill will or...
Right.
So this is my question. I go out and I film in public to educate the public. We all have a right to film in public.
Right.
And like I say, I don't hate the cops. Unfortunately, I can't trust you guys because you all protect your own, but we need you.
Hey, right?
There's good and bad in every
Yes.
profession, right?
Correct.
I'll just state that from the get-go. I got no hatred. Here's my question. I went out to a post office, and I'm what's called a First Amendment member.
Yeah, no, I get you. I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
And I went into the post office,
Yeah.
and they asked me to leave, and I waited for the police. And the police came, they saw me, they didn't want anything to do with it, they left, because no crime was being committed.
Yeah.
And they took off. So I went back in, and while I was waiting for the cops, the supervisor told me to go out and wait. I went out and waited.
Right.
The employee comes out, and I wasn't even filming at the time. I was filming the street, and she comes out and says, "Hey," and I turn my camera around. Well,
Yeah.
you're talking. You
Yeah.
didn't see my video, did you?
No, but I get it.
So what happens is she says, "Don't point that camera at me. If you point that camera at me, I'm going to take it away from you." And I said, "Well, how would you do that?" She says, "I'm going to do it." And I said, "Listen, I'm waiting for the cops." She says, "Go across the street." I said, "No, I'm waiting for the cops right here. I'm outside." I said, "Just go back inside and do your job." And she says, "Boy, I will F you up." Now, the cops came, they wrote up the crime report. Now, this is my question because I have to clarify it with them because it's different in every state, I believe, assault. He wrote it up that those words are disturbing the peace versus an assault threat to do bodily harm to me.
Right.
And that's where I want to understand, because I know in different states it's different. In New York State, apparently, those words are an assault. But
Some are fighting words. Yeah.
they're fighting words, but now those words from her to me, "I am going to F you up," is it my understanding that those are only fighting words and it's not an assault charge because, why? She didn't have something in her hand to threaten me?
It can be something as simple as if someone says, if you don't get out of here, I'm going to do something to you.
That is an assault?
The fact that they said if kind of negates the problem. Because they're giving you, it's not unconditional. Right?
If it's the word, that's a key word?
Yeah. If you don't do this, I'm going to do something.
Wow, my head just exploded from hearing that. The postal employee said, "Boy, I will F you up." She never mentioned the word if.
Well, it's neither here nor there because I said if. That's different, right? So technically, it's like splitting hairs. You're splitting hairs. Yeah, your perception is you're offended, and yeah, she can do bodily harm to you, but the means weren't there. Now, she had a stick or something, and she said it, and it was non-conditional. She didn't use the word if, then. But you also get yourself in a technical aspect because you're filming now, and you're inside
A public area.
Well, is it public? Public is out there.
Yes, everybody, I am feeling the same way you are feeling after hearing the stupidity of that statement. This
Not
is
in
open
here.
to the public.
Well, it's open to the public.
They just told me that.
No, that's what I'm saying. You get yourself in a technical aspect because you're splitting hairs too. This is a public access, meaning you can go down to the bank and you can go to the store, but you cannot say, I'm here in public protesting.
What you guys just witnessed was an excellent example of the verbal judo the police always like to do and flip the script. I had explained exactly what I'm doing. I go out to educate that I have a right to film in public. Now he's indicating that I'm splitting hairs because I'm coming in here to protest.
Protesting would be outside of the doors.
Yeah, well, I didn't say I'm protesting.
No, but I'm just saying, I'm giving you an example. Give you an example of splitting hairs when you say public area.
This is sickening. I can only imagine what this officer was like on the streets.
Public venue, like you're at the post office and you're filming inside the post office.
Which is legal.
Which is legal because you're outside. But once you come inside.
No. I'm inside the post office, which is legal. DHS has a memo that I'm allowed to go into any federal building and record as long as I stay outside of a secure area. I can come in here.
And that's what I'm saying. You get into the splitting of hairs.
What's the splitting though?
Well, he or both of them, or either one of them, can feel like you're impeding in their personal space.
How?
Like right here at this distance.
Well, personal space is beyond. Personal space is like a hand's length.
Again, that's what I'm saying. That's a splitting of hairs. We're not going to agree on it.
Right. We're not going to agree on it because I know the law and you realize that you can't get me over with your BS.
My version, your version, I mean, what do you want?
The post office has a rules and regulations. It's called Poster 7. You familiar with it?
No.
All right. It allows me to go in there and film. It allows me to go in and film in the hallway, public area. As long as I'm not in a secure area, I can film. And I go in there so they understand that I can go in there, but they don't want to follow their rules and regulations. The postal employees, those employees are not allowed to use their cell phones and record. But they do.
I know. But listen, what do you want? I mean, like.
I want them to follow the law. That's a law.
Yeah, but.
That's what I want.
But it's like.
That's what I want, to follow the law. Look, you guys are put in check just like I'm put in check. We all have to follow laws. The postal people are no different. That's what I want. I want them to know they have to follow the law. They're not above you. They're not above me.
You want them not to use their cell phones?
Pardon me?
You want them not to use their cell phones?
Yeah, they're not allowed to when they're working. I mean, if they're allowed to use them, then don't have that law that they can't. That's how a civilized society works, right? We have laws, keep everybody in check. I don't go in there to harass these people. When I go in, first thing I do is I'm filming the walls, whatever they're selling. I never put the camera in people's faces. Like you made a statement here that, these guys could be offended because I'm in their personal space. I'd have to disagree with you because we were all having a cordial conversation.
Yeah, but I mean, that's why we have courts, right? That's why we have judges, because the judges have to determine yay or nay.
In their personal space.
Of course, because their perception is different. My perception is different than yours.
What charge would that be if I went to court that I'm in their personal space? What charge would that be?
Well, what charge do you think will be if you approach me and I tell you you're within my personal space and I feel offended and I do something, push you away? Well, you're not instigating it?
If you push me
away, are you not instigating it?
If you put hands on me, you're going to go to jail, not me.
But I'm saying, are you not instigating it?
No.
So then wouldn't we have to go to court?
I didn't instigate anything. First of all, I'm not coming up. In my situation, I don't get in people's personal space. That would be stupid. But people walk up from 40 feet away from me and they say, hey, I don't want to be on camera, and they hit me and they hit my camera. Okay? What is that? I'm not going in people's personal space. I'm not stupid, man. Officer Seja?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not stupid. I'm not looking to be put in a cage for some trumped up charge and then have the charges dismissed. I would rather, no matter how right I am, I would rather walk away and go out the next day.
Right.
Right? It's all about showing respect. If you come at me respectful, I engage. And
so you're here today to do what?
I came out here, my whole purpose today was to come out here to see that you guys respect my right to film in public.
So are you here for the cultural affairs, or was
Everything.
that just incidental?
Yeah, everything. I'm filming everything, and also I'm educating to show you guys that you're not saying, hey, you can't film in here.
That'll work.
So when I came in, the first thing I said, I clarified. Can I go up there? What's off limits? Can I go here? They'll tell you. Huh?
Yes.
What
did they say? Could you go upstairs?
No. Right?
We said no.
Right. I mean, was I cordial? Weren't you cordial?
Yes.
The whole conversation, everything was going well. Let me ask you a question. Did you feel I was invading your personal space by standing here?
Not over there, but as you were approaching, kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of. As I was approaching what? From the door, you mean?
No, no, no. Closer to the counter.
So-
with a camera in my face.
Okay, now see, those words are not correct. The camera in your face. I'm pointing a camera, but it's not in your
No,
face.
when you're gradually walking towards us, like with a camera in our face, is not comfortable.
Right. Unfortunately, a lot of people aren't comfortable with a lot of different things, and unfortunately, people's feelings don't trump my right. I'm not trying to be invasive to you. I thought, look, man, I never came right up here and was going like this. I never did that. You have to admit that. I never did that. I was standing here talking to the video
No,
guy.
but yeah, we all agree that you're being cordial, but I mean, what else could we do for you?
What else? You can tell me a website I can go to
I would
describe everything else
assume
about
the
here.
city website.
You don't know.
I wouldn't know of a specific one
Okay.
other than the city of Los Angeles. If you're interested in this, maybe cultural affairs.
Yeah, it's just strange. You guys should, you don't have like a website that would point out all the information. So I could then say how many recruits come here, how
Oh,
long
yeah,
the training
that's-
is.
Yeah, I mean, for that information, yeah, we definitely don't have that. We're not even privy to that. That's something you'll have to go to the city for.
The city's got that.
Yeah.
All right, so this is open to the public. They're
Yes.
just closed for lunch.
For lunch.
And that, the hours for lunch are what?
They vary.
Monday through Thursday, 8 to 3, Friday 7:30 to 12. 7:30 to 12, it's not, is it past noon? I didn't think it's past noon.
For what day?
Today, Friday.
No, it's not past noon, but she's at lunch, right? Well, I'm sure, I mean, that's just, probably a guideline, she has to be held to it.
Gotcha, okay. All right, well, that's about it, man. You're a seasoned guy, what, 20 years?
20 plus, yeah.
20 plus? And your position here is the overseer of the facility? Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, well, off the streets, it's probably safer, except when a guy comes in with a camera.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's all good. All right.
You treat people the way you want to be treated, and
Well, that's
no
it.
harm, no foul.
That's it, man. It's all about showing respect. You get respect, and that's how I am. You
Yeah.
come at me hard, it's not going to work out. But like I say, somebody comes at, like you gave that example. If I come up to you and you push me back, I'm the one inciting it. I have to disagree with you.
Yeah, but that's why I followed up with, that's why we have the courts, right? Because I say it's red, you say it's green, we go to court, let the judge decide.
Nobody has the right to put hands on anybody.
Correct, but there's obviously a need. There's a time where there's a need.
Right, but there's not
Right.
a need if somebody's filming you and you walk up and say,
Oh,
hey,
of
get
course,
out of my
of course.
space, and they hit
Yeah,
you.
of course. That's like, it's like anything.
But I've been battered numerous times, and when the cops come out, they look at the video and they said, you know what? We don't want to do a citizen's arrest. And then what's my option? I can get them for a dereliction of duty. I'm not going to waste my time. Nothing's going to happen. But it's unfortunate that when they see a video of an actual battery taking place, that they won't do anything because it's too much of their time, and it's wrong. It's wrong.
Too big of a society, too many problems
Deal with that.
to prioritize, right?
That statement, ladies and gentlemen, said it all. Yeah.
That's why they always say, like they put it in the back burner.
Right.
To some people, it's not right, but that's reality.
I just want to educate. I'm not out there to say F you, say ha, F you, this and that,
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm used to it. What are you gonna do?
Are you?
Yeah, I won't get offended.
All right, F you, say ha.
Yeah.
All right, man. Nice talking to
You
you.
have a good day, man.
All right, guys, you take care.
Take care.
All right.
Later. Bye.
Roger that.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. It was like an up and down interaction with LAPD. How you doing, boss? Good, man. There were things that Officer Seha stated in there that I don't agree with. However, overall, they did respect my right to film in public. it was interesting how they tried to bring up the fact they felt that they didn't like me being there with the camera. But it is what it is. All right, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Everybody have a great day. Bye now.